Welcome in and welcome back, my friends. We'll be looking at some spooky content today. At least I hope some are spooky. The worst videos will come first, so stick around until later for the decent stuff. Like usual, I save the best for last, but the best is subjective, so be sure to tell me which one you thought was the best. And if you enjoy the sort of content that I make, feel free to like and subscribe. Now, let's get into it. This video was posted to TikTok by the user Lewis.Balderas22. In this video, Lewis walks around his workplace filming the surroundings. I couldn't understand a thing he was saying, but I think we'll all understand what we're about to see.
Me están temblando las piernas para subir. No, no mames. Algo se está moviendo ahí arriba. No mames. No mames, no mames, no mames. ¿Qué fue eso? No manches. No mames. ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? No mames. Miren aquí desde... No mames, no mames, no mames. ¿Qué fue eso? No mames. No mames. ¿Qué fue eso? No, no manches.
This was awful. This was bad. This is what happens when you watch too many movies. I think that even children who are fond of Scooby-Doo can accurately point out everything wrong with this video. It's awful, so let's quickly go over the points before we move on. A string pulled the shirt down, somebody tossed a roll of tape from off screen, and this guy's shockingly employed friend shook the piece of metal plate that we saw before peeking around the corner with his hoodie pulled over his head. I'm shivering in my boots, guys. This next video was posted to TikTok by the user JenniferRichie5. The video seems to be recorded late in the night near a vehicle, a trailer, and a circus tent apparently. Why don't we see what this video is all about?
A ver, que caminemos para allá, a ver si vemos algo, pero
aquí nomás porque para que nos dé chance de correr para allá.
aquí está cerca el circo. Ay, no, me late el corazón.
Nosotros cuando vimos la mujer esa, haz de cuenta que se metió para allá, mira, graba, para allá, para aquellas ramas, para aquel montorrón, ¿cómo se llama?
¿Y salió de acá o venía de...?
Sí, salió de ahí del monte, mira, a ver.
Ay, mira. Ay, no mames.
Ay, no. A ver, enfoca.
Es que se borra. Mira, lo acerco y se borra, mira. ¿Qué es?
Ay.
Uy. No mames. Ay, no. Ay, no chingues.
¿Dónde?
Mira.
Uy, está grita.
No mames. No chingues. Mira,
Se perdió.
es que está oscura. A ver.
Ay, va.
Mira, se mira.
Sí.
Entre los...
Pero se pierde.
Entre los árboles, mira. Ay, no.
Based on the conversation, it seems like something might have happened earlier, and even a clown was recording it. Well, there's no clown here right now, just these two women, and what appears to be somebody wearing a white cloak. I'm gonna be totally honest here. I don't want anybody to get hurt, but I feel like you kinda have to get closer sometimes. Maybe poke it with a stick or something, because this could just be anything. Well, not anything, but you know what I mean. Somebody just throwing on a white blanket and walking through the tall grass. It might be a little weird, yeah, sure, but that's it. I am neither spooked nor convinced. The most horrifying part to think about, actually, is all of the bugs in that tall grass that may potentially just cling to the blanket. Now, that would be truly unsettling. This next video was posted to TikTok by a user named SarahO776. And in this video, we're seeing Sarah walk around in what she says is a nursing home. It's pretty big. I see long halls and dim, empty rooms. So why don't we take a look?
Otra vez se están escuchando muchos ruidos. Oigan, ¿de dónde viene ese ruido? Se escucha como que gritaran, como si hablaran. No es nadie. Ay, ¿qué pasa? ¡Ay, no! ¿Qué es eso? ¡Ay, no! Ahora sí, mire cómo... No puede ser.
Okay, so we're hearing what sounds like a dog barking or whining throughout the building. And to be honest, I'm afraid to say it, but so the table began to roll. At the very least, she did do a brief peek into the room. And while I did not see anybody, that doesn't mean that there wasn't anybody there. And believe me, I hate being that guy, but a bit of fishing wire or somebody fast enough could achieve this. Maybe it's my gut instinct, or maybe I'm just particularly intolerant of low-tier videos today, but this was not very convincing to me. This next video was posted to r/ghosts by the user illdiscipline3142. Right away, we can see what looks like a security camera aimed at a wide and empty backyard. The user provides much context, but I'll read it to you after the video. Let's take a look. The context added by the user states,
"The camera was placed towards the back of the property. Directly in front of the camera is a massive 10,000 plus acre forest, meaning this alleged creature would be walking towards the street from the forest at 2:39 a.m. with zero lights guiding it."
So, truthfully speaking, the user did add like 11 more lines of context, but for the 3 seconds where we can actually see this thing, I felt like this was enough. I don't know why they would start this video with this thing already at the edge of the screen, but that alone makes me doubt the authenticity of this clip. It doesn't really help that these security cameras are always complete ass. And the footage says 2020 as well, so where in the world are people getting such awful security cameras from? I won't lie, these videos make me feel and sound like a grumpy old man, but come on, man, do better. This next video was posted to r/ghosts by the user lowflyingv. According to the poster, this video was recorded by his friend's son. They've added a bit of context that I'll read for you guys after we see the video. The context added to this video states,
"The home where my friend and her family are living used to be the regional doctor's office, dating back to before the Civil War. From what I've been told, there's a lot of paranormal activity there. These are the first few videos captured during a night of intense occurrences. The 3 clips appear to show shadows moving through the living room and stairwell.
Well, folks, there we have it. The spookiest thing in the world. Some shadows passing a doorway. I mean, hoax or not, I think we're good on this one, right? I feel like I'd be more unsettled with a grasshopper in the room than a shadow person. It's actually really funny because I'm not even trying to dispute like whether this is real or not. It's just like if it's real, okay, it's just like a shadow person. But what do you guys think? This next video was posted to TikTok by the user Robert Earl White. In the video, we can see him exploring the woods at night, seemingly all by himself. We don't really know why, but I can say this much. If he really is by himself, he has balls of brass. Let's take a look.
Alright, no lie. I heard something stomping in the woods. Something huge.
I couldn't tell if it was smoke or fog passing in front of the camera, but I'm guessing it must have been pretty chilly. I will say this though, I don't believe that you can simply walk into the woods, prepared to record, and find something like this. I also observe that this particular individual seems to post stuff like this on a regular basis, which kind of diminishes the odds of this being real. I'm not even going to get into the specifics of how this could be fake, especially since this is based on The Rake, which if you don't know what The Rake is, it's like some sort of Slenderman thing. And if you don't know what Slenderman is, you're doing a good job. You don't want to know. You don't need to know. It's just exceedingly difficult to convince me or maybe anybody else that something like this is like real. You would either have to make me see it in real life, or you'd have to go hiking solo, way into the woods, miles in, away from any sort of civilization. And then using like Starlink or something, you're live streaming your cameras. Multiple cameras, multiple angles. One of the angles must have you in it at all times, so I make sure you're not up to any shenanigans. And one of the other angles captures whatever it is we're trying to capture. Show me something like that and I'll be shocked. I'll hit the... Otherwise, I'll remain unconvinced. We are passing the halfway mark now. So, if you stuck around this long, you can expect some better quality videos from here. Not necessarily better camera quality, but, you know, better spooks. Harder to explain and all that. This next video was posted to r/interdimensionalnhi by the user PositiveSong2293. I didn't even know this was a subreddit, but regardless, this video was allegedly filmed in 2018 in the Caucasus Mountains region by someone else. The poster asks,
Could this be CGI?
so why don't we take a look?
Це не ловлен. Ти тут стать поудобнее. А что это вообще такое? А ну-ка, Ленухе позвони, это самое...
World-class cameraman as always. The silver orb did look pretty interesting though. Honestly, I am skeptical. I'm skeptical about everything nowadays, actually. AI has gotten so advanced that it's actually quite difficult to tell what's real nowadays. Especially with these low-quality videos. Now, I know what you're thinking. This was actually in 2018, but still, I don't believe this would be hard to replicate with what technology we had available at the time. Or it was actually intelligent life, admiring the snow-capped mountains. I too enjoy looking at the snow-capped mountain, my interstellar friends. My final verdict will be that this is probably not real, but it's better than a good share of UFO videos that I've seen. And well, what can I say? I wanna believe. This next video was posted to TikTok by the user Kelly on the Loose, and it comes in 3 parts. This guy claims he's being haunted, so let's take a look at these videos and try to see what he's been seeing. Well, alright, so far so good. A slamming door and a bad case of unidentifiable black mass. Yeah, no lie, you might want to get that checked out, man. All jokes aside, apparently he has had it checked out. And the answers that he got was that he is apparently in possession of an item that is causing all of this to happen around him. The thing is though, he isn't really sure which item of his is making all of this happen. And this sounds pretty frustrating, but I assure you, this guy definitely has something that he absolutely should not have. He's gonna turn around and say,
What? You mean my great-grandmother's glass eye might be haunted?
or,
So the cool-looking black obsidian stone that I found on the street might actually be the issue?
anyway, let's see the next clip. Now, this second clip was much more convincing. Like, did we all see how dark it got in that doorway? It straight up turned pitch black for a good second there. And I could see the window through the other doorway, so I know the window wasn't being blocked or anything. Not from what I could see. So this is like the boss of all shadow people, which is actually pretty good. But it's actually pretty bad for him. And I'll be honest with you, I even checked to see if he reacted before the door slammed. I was kinda hoping to catch him fake it, but perfectly normal reaction time. Now let's take a look at the last clip. Okay, so I won't lie, this video looked like pure confusion to me. I couldn't really see anything at all, but he did add images for anybody that missed it, like myself. And let me tell you guys, I am disappointed. I thought we were onto something here, but I should have known. All the signs were there. The black mass moving across the floor, the black mass slamming the door. Come on, guys. Of course it's a shadow person. Well, what can I say? This haunting is probably as real as can be, because apparently shadow people are as common as clouds. This was anticlimactic, to say the least, but at least the journey was fun. And who knows, maybe the true treasure was the shadow people that we met along the way. This next video was posted to TikTok by the user Fito_X578. This one got me excited because this video takes place in a mining shaft. It's pretty clear that something bizarre is happening to a guy here, especially once he was told that nobody else was in the mining shaft with him. Let's watch. Looking at this, a few things come to mind straight away. The first thing that came to mind was, how did the other person look? Was the other person dressed like a modern day miner as well? If yes, how? If not, is that not a dead giveaway that something is wrong? I mean, surely it would raise some suspicion as to why a random guy is just down here asking questions, a guy you've never seen before. Still, although I do believe this sort of video is relatively easy to fake, out of respect for the blue-collar workers, I really want to give him the benefit of the doubt, even for such a perfectly placed camera angle. This next video was posted to TikTok by the user BradleyDBliss21. The video is about an unsettling situation that occurred while delivering food at nighttime. Wouldn't be the first time that shit hit the fan while delivering food at night, so let's take a look, shall we?
Hello? Hello? I have your DoorDash order. Can you put it on the stool, please? I'm not really supposed to come into houses. It's just inside the door. It doesn't really matter how far it is. I'm not supposed to. Please? It would make it easier for me. It's just kind of, can't you just come to the door? It's just kind of a safety hazard for me to come in the house. No, I can't come to the door. Can you put it on the stool? Okay, it's easy, it's just inside. I'll just leave it here. I'm not allowed to come inside, and I will not come inside. Come on, it's not hard. Yeah, no.
So, firstly, cute cat. But that aside, this genuinely could be a toss-up for something real or something fake. And I say this because it is kind of normal to record a video when you're delivering food nowadays. This is to show that you did your job properly and actually delivered the food. A video is better than a photo after all, I get that. And honestly, there are weirdos that would be this pushy about getting you to bring the food inside. It's usually not a woman, but that isn't unheard of. What I'm baffled about is how long the back and forth went on for. I also did feel that it was a bit strange how the door kind of whipped open. But without seeing behind the door, I really can't say much, you know? Either way, I would say this is pretty unsettling because unlike shadow people, humans can actually cause tremendous harm to you. And the woman inside, if she wasn't in on this, was far too comfortable inviting a stranger into her home. All the while not even being in frame, she didn't even poke her head around the corner. Overall, really weird. Kind of something that'll just make the jazz music stop when it does happen while you're on shift. Especially if this is like the middle of your shift and you still have more stops to do after this. Really hoping you don't run into any more freaks. I did do a small background check on Emma to see what sort of content she posts. There are other spooky stuff that she posts, but I understand that it's not like only one spooky thing could happen and then never again. I'm just saying that I probably would have been more convinced if her post history was like vanilla and nothing of the sort, and then all of a sudden, boom, somebody's trying to murder me on DoorDash. Ultimately, I think this can go either way, but what do you guys think about this situation? This next video was posted to TikTok by the user Nikki.monksy. In this video, we can see what appears to be his grandmother standing up in the kitchen. He mentions that she has dementia and also that something scared him really bad. Well, Nick, I'm kind of hoping that it scares me really bad too. Let's take a look. It took me a damn second to realize that that sound was actually the dog growling and not Nick's grandmother moving a table or something with her mind. Also, shifting the focus onto the Roomba for a second there was actually kind of adorable and kind of funny. But then it started acting like something was in its way when there was obviously nothing in its way. And as if that wasn't bad enough, something falls and we didn't really see where it came from. It evidently startled the dog as well. Now, I don't think the guy recording this video threw anything, and I'll tell you why. For one, the camera is pretty stable throughout, and two, the dog would have seen him throw whatever that was, and it wouldn't have gotten that startled. Surprisingly, there's even more.
Jesus!
The poor little Roomba takes a mighty fall, which to me indicates that the sensors are probably having a malfunction or something, because that doesn't normally happen. That shouldn't be happening with your Roomba. It should know not to go that way. And truthfully, I'd have probably run for that theory, if not for the Roomba doing an absolutely radical kickflip out of nowhere. Now, you guys should know by now, I love my fishing wire theories. But honestly, looking at it, the angle that the Roomba flipped over is not consistent with where the recorder is. It wouldn't make sense, even if he did have a fishing wire and he tugged on it. The Roomba would not have flipped over like that. So honestly, I feel like this is actually kind of impressive. And if it is real, please leave the Roomba alone. This next video was posted to TikTok by Danielle Monelli. In this video, we can see that it appears to be her birthday. She has it captioned, "My house is haunted and all the candles blow out on their own," which is kind of a big spoiler for the video if I'm being honest. But let's take a look and see for ourselves.
Happy birthday to you. I said happy birthday, Blondie.
What did you do? That was weird. Did you do it? That wasn't me. That was strange, wasn't it?
I said happy birthday, Blondie.
See? Finally, some decent content. I actually liked this video. What a nice, homely atmosphere. Plus, the environment in which this scenario takes place is a relatively crowded room. And the quality isn't from 1984. Oh, and, no shadow people, for God's sake. Honestly, though, I have no idea how somebody could blow that hard and Danielle didn't feel a single gust of breeze on her face from that. I say this because those candles went out like that. They were just instantly out. They didn't waver or anything. Just poof, out. But you know what? It doesn't really seem malicious or anything like that, if I'm being honest. Just eager to eat cake. This video was posted to TikTok by the user XXDonRivasXX. In this video, we can see its security camera footage, but it's actually inside of a store during operating hours. The video is captioned,
"Something supernatural is going on here."
and it says 2014, so I may be a little late to the dance on this one, but let's take a look right now.
Look right here. Look right here. Right here. Look. Look, watch. What is that? What is that? And it's just gone. It's there, and now it's not. It's there, and now it's not. Bro, what is that?
So, before I outright start picking this one apart, I actually have two theories. The logical one, which makes me sound like a bummer, and the supernatural one, which is a bit more interesting. So, for the supernatural theory, I genuinely believe that people with bad vibes bad energy and so forth are either attracting negative entities to them, like a beacon, or they're already under the influence of said negative entities. And I don't mean they're possessed or anything like that. I mean influenced. For instance, like being tired all the time, having bad intrusive thoughts all the time, being angry all the time. You guys get what I mean, right? I think if this man is truly shoplifting here, we may have just gotten a glimpse of what entity has attached itself to him. Kinda spooky, huh? It's just there, looking over his shoulder. Metaphorically, of course, because it is quite short. But as for the logical answer, that'll probably help people sleep better at night. It was probably what people refer to as artifacting. Artifacting refers to the unwanted distortions of video or audio in digital media during processing, compression, or transmission, basically. In other words, all that flipping of the clothes he was doing might have, for a second, caused a strange-looking distortion there, and our human eyes are trained to make sense of things. This often leads to cases of pareidolia, seeing faces in things that don't have faces. Truthfully, it really could be one or the other. Interesting, huh? Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe if you enjoy this sort of content. It really helps me know that I'm not just posting into the void. And trust me, the void is scary. That aside, I think I'll be posting once a week for a while going forward. I will keep the videos long enough, so I guess you can consider it something like one episode per week. I mean, I am making videos for free after all, but it is something that I'm passionate about, and I have fun doing it. But unfortunately, there's a lot going on with life right now, and I am delicately balancing everything. I am a one-man show after all, so I hope you guys understand. And remember, I am always chasing the truth.